uh, Hello, my name is Dr. Levi F. McKean. This is the fourth or fifth entry of the Levi files. I'm not sure. Um, I'm here with a Mr. Dex. Dex. Sorry, I'm sorry. I've never met you before. What's your full name?
It's Dex O'Connor. You need a lozenge or something?
No, this is just simply for the file. Yes, if you wouldn't mind
You
saying,
you cough for the file? Like you cough, like you clear your throat, just like as an act, or
I was I was clearing my throat. I mean, I can cut the first part out.
well, okay.
This is simply for my re-listening purposes, just to better get to
Hey,
know
it's
you all.
it's your show, your rodeo.
All right, so it is. It's my office.
Yeah, Dex O'Connor. That's the name, Dex O'Connor.
Yeah, and just simply again for the file. What's your name, race, and if you were in some sort of role-playing game, what would your class and levels be?
Well, I'm human. I think it's kind of weird to ask someone their race, but yeah, human. Uh, and yeah, of course. Yeah, I won't judge you, openly. Yeah, human, and if life is a scale of 1 to 20, I'm at about a 6 right now, but I'm working close to getting to a 7. And on the down low, I kind of manipulate blood with magic, so I do that to kind of like hunt targets and hunt up cash. So you could kind of call me like a blood hunter, I guess. But that just sounds, rather
A little,
violent.
yeah, a little overt. I think.
Yeah,
Um, yes. That out of the way. Dex, I have not seen you on the ship before, but apparently you are the vice captain.
that's correct. Yes, vice captain.
And
Formerly
that was.
co-captain, but yep, there were some things shifting around.
Oh, yes. So I was going to ask you about that because I talked to Fu earlier as well, um, and she said that you're not like really the vice captain, but like everyone calls you the vice captain, and she's like kind of like, it's okay. So
Oh well, I
is
get that. You see, Fouchette happened to disappear really unhelpfully for like multiple days and during multiple really dangerous encounters. So I did take on more of a captain role at that time. So maybe that's what she's talking about. That'd be my guess. But no,
but,
we've
but,
we've
but like
we've firmly.
officially.
I mean, in the org chart, it's Fouchette, me, Ping, and then like the rest of them are just kind of like farther down.
You would put
Uh,
yourself over Ping.
well, Ping's the pilot. Ping's obviously very, very vitally important. But in terms of leadership, you got to tell the pilot where to steer, so to speak. And Ping and
I
I
understand.
have great, great relationship.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of mutual respect there. That's why I'm actually sitting down with you today. So
Oh, yes.
you know,
Well, I'm sure you're aware. I was hired as Mr. Ping. As I'm normally a family therapist, and you all are not strictly a family, but I do believe found family can be found. It's in the name. Out here in the stars, and even aboard this pirate ship. So, I would just like to ask you, just preliminary. What are the first questions? You can be in general as general or specific as you like. How do you feel towards the fellow members of this crew?
oh man, how many are we up to these days? Well, there's the captain, Fouchette. She's coming into her own. I um I really see myself as more of a mentoring role with Fouchette, She's she's got a lot of heart, that kid, but brains department can sometimes the connections there aren't always firing. But Fouchette's great. I
Excuse me.
had
Sorry, you're you're not dumb or anything, right?
who, me?
Yes, you're the only one in the room.
You calling me dumb?
No, I'm saying, are you calling her dumb?
No, 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 no. Dumb is a strong word that I'll use in a minute. But Fouchette is not dumb. But just reactive, I would say. There was a period where Fouchette wanted to leave all the rest of the crew behind, and that was a delicate time, but we pulled through it as a team, and I think that that showed a lot of growth. So yeah, Fouchette's okay in my book, although she does have a really bad habit of disappearing at vital moments. But I'm sure there's a reason for it. I'm sure there is, but not very helpful. Communication department, we could all use some work. Most of us. Who else is on the crew? Well, Ping. There's Ping.
Who?
Pi-
Yep. Ping,
Pi-
Mini, DC, Crepe. You can kind of lump them together. I understand they're sort of a duo.
Is Crepe back? Crepe? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Crepe,
Well,
Crepe is on. Yes.
Crepe played my son once. That was interesting. I got to know him a little bit better there. We went to a baseball game. It was really sweet. Yeah. Going back to
Furiously
the
scribbling.
Look, there's layers to this whole crew thing. Just don't get it twisted. I guess going down seniority ranking. There's me. Fantastic. No notes. Ping, same thing. Ping's rock solid. Has piloted us through a lot of very harrowing situations, and is always light on his feet, and is just is rock solid. Nothing bad to say. And so then I guess there's, I don't know, Zavi. Zavi's great. Betrayed the crew. That was kind of lame, but doesn't really.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, there was betray, leave, and join, and
seems like she's
betray.
Loyal to food.
Well, not always the case. Sometimes it's the quiet ones, as they say. But betray, join another crew. Don't want to mince words here. It was loyalty is a little in question, but mostly solid. Gold Cocaine, hate him, can't stand him, but he does serve his purposes. He is.
It's a strong word now, Dex. I don't want to interrupt you, but.
Oh, well, we can go back to Dumb if you want to go there as well. I know I said I was saving that one, but yeah, he is Dumb as a bag of bricks.
That one
yeah, have you already talked to him? You already know?
Yeah, he was my first one. That one I completely understand. But hate, I think you can.
Well, it's impressive. Listen, all I'm saying, Doc, is that it's impressive that you still have all of your appendages after sitting in an enclosed space.
Immediately, I had to end the recording quickly because he was threatening to chop off my foot.
Yeah. So, good on you for keeping 10 fingers and toes or whatnot. But
the job.
Yeah, dumb as a sack of bricks, but very effective at removing spines from people's backs, torsos, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, he certainly serves his purposes. Crepe, on the other hand, he eats a lot. He gets kicked around by us and the enemies a lot. I think he's kind of more like a ship pet, I guess. Which Gold Cocaine has a lot of those, so I guess it kind of makes sense. He got kidnapped by some aliens, and no one really seemed to care. That's pretty harsh. I do feel for the guy, but he also tried to murder me a couple times. So fuck him. Who are we missing here? Vaughn. God. Scum of the earth, let me tell you. Sleazeball. Just awful person. Have you talked to Vaughn?
Vaughn is not currently on the ship at this time.
That's right.
I would like to talk.
Yeah, so we can skip right over him. Great.
I would still like to ask how you feel about him, but.
Salt of the earth. No, I hate him so much. I can't stand him. He is.
That's sometimes as far as it goes.
Yeah, no, he's awful. I mean, he's just a terrible person. Annoying voice. Just awful. Like, I would hate to be in the same room with that guy. Just terrible.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you
sorry,
need a lozenge?
I don't know what came over.
Sure about the lozenge thing?
Sorry about the what?
You sure you don't want a lozenge? I mean, it seems like you got a throat thing.
Oh, no, real life, I am sick. I'm
sorry.
I'm trying to
sorry. I thought it was
I
part
didn't
of the
understand,
character.
like, what?
No, I'm talking about you cleared your throat. I thought it was like a character thing.
It started and then it was real.
I see.
Um, yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. Anyway, next question. What do you want from me?
Was that everyone
Come on,
up
chop
to?
chop.
Yep, yep,
Anyone
yep,
else
yep,
like
yep.
fruit? Wait, we
Yes.
got there's the
How's
fish,
everyone?
the lizard, the meathead, the captain, the panda. We murdered the robot, and the other one
Mhm.
left. I think that's everybody, right?
Oh, you may not be aware the robot's back.
What?
The vaguely French one.
Yeah. I don't. I think
Yeah,
that's all an
yeah,
act. I don't. I don't think he's actually French, but
yeah. He's back.
oh, great. Well, yeah, well, great. The
Yeah,
robot.
sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Um,
Bad news that is. Yeah, no, terrible. But what can you do? He's good. He's good for fodder, I guess.
going to move on. So a little bit more about you. Again, you can be as specific or general as you like. More specific is always more helpful. But how's your childhood? How's your early life? And have you always been a gambling man? I understand you are.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. Childhood, it's off the table. Gambling, love it.
Fair enough.
Excellent at it. I don't like to. I don't like to throw around the word gambling. I prefer to think of it as like skill based acquisitions. You know, I like to think of myself as a money mover. You know, money comes in, money goes out. Hopefully, less money goes out than comes in. That's how I. That's how I think of myself.
So how long have you been a money mover?
Since childhood.
Which we're not talking about. Okay.
That's correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing at
Okay.
all.
Nothing. No.
Nothing that like anything. If you were to die tomorrow and you wouldn't like be able to tell anybody for the rest of your life, you nothing you want to lay out here.
Yeah. I was really respected. You know, my name meant something, and it will again.
So when did things start to go wrong?
I think it was like 10, 10, 10 seasons ago, 10 Mets seasons. You know, they should have stole the base and they didn't. They had it was wide open. I don't know what who does like who I don't talk about it.
It's okay. There's tissues over there if you need them.
What, you saying I'm crying?
No, I'm just your nose is running.
Yeah, I got a space cold. What of it?
Oh, my apologies. I didn't know. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
All right. So began with the loss of the Mets too. What was the opposing team?
Oh, who can remember? Probably the sea urchins. I don't. Yeah, I think it was yeah, it's sea urchins. They were good that season, but they weren't that good. They weren't
Yeah.
they weren't that good. I mean, like it was a anyone would have made that bet. I mean, you would have, yeah, right? I mean, it was like the Mets were on the Space Mets. They were on fire.
Yeah,
They
I
were
remember that.
unstoppable.
Their batter, the big shark guy, had an arm on him.
Dude, he sent it out of the satellite. Like when they were
It was
playing at
insane. Yeah.
home. Oh man, what the fuck? And yeah, so I think that was pretty pivotal to me. You know, never trust your heroes.
Can I do an inside check to make sure that this really is the origin of the Dex debt? Is
It's
this
well,
bet?
it's the bet that put. I mean, I'll tell you the truth. If you want, you can do an inside check if you
Other
want.
an inside check if you want
Go
to
for it.
deceive or do anything or
I'll
um
decide based on that how much I give you.
okay. Because this is real. This is important. This is the origin of it all.
Hmm.
Sorry, I gotta check. Yeah, I have high insight.
Shit.
19 insight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a
You can,
bad bet. It was it
and that made all of it. I've seen how big that number is.
oh no, that was only this that was the
That was the first one.
that was the first stone cast.
Okay.
I I made some enemies. And
Okay.
then you start trying digging yourself out of that hole, but you only end up digging deeper, and it been on the back foot. I've been on the back foot these last few years. But this new venture we got going on, rock
But this
solid.
is this is the
So
one. You're gonna get back in. Alright,
this
well,
I got a good feeling about this one. And my feelings are
I
never wrong.
wish you the best of luck then. Um,
That's meaningless, but okay.
do you not believe in the concept of luck at all now? Or?
I make my own.
Ah,
Some
so that's
therapist
why
gives
you're
me
out here.
some well wishes, and then that's gonna change my fate. No, forget about it.
Well, then go shoot some people. That's what you want me to say. I assume that's why you're out here.
I don't like the violence, if that's what you're trying to say.
I'm not saying you like the violence, but that's a way for you to take things into your hands.
The pistol is honest, you know? You point at them, they have a chance to point back. Maybe your pistol shoots lightning. Mine does.
That
That
helps.
that tends to help sometimes. Yeah, it helps. Yeah. Next question. Just go. Let's move on from this. I said I
Yeah,
wasn't
sorry.
talking about it.
I dug a
I'm not
little bit
talking
deeper
about
than it's fine. It's fine. Well, I guess I want to lead you. What are your what are your plans for the future of this crew? Let's say up until you get to this treasure, and afterwards, are you gonna keep going on with these guys, or jump ship, or
it. I
what do you
think every day I spend with these people is a day spent on borrowed time. This crew is a powder keg, and I don't want to be around when somebody, gold cocaine, starts lighting matches. That's all I'm saying. It. I wish them all the best, but we get this treasure. We're all set for life. We go our separate ways. That's how I see it.
So it's all over
Maybe
after this.
maybe a baseball game reunion every decade or so. But I don't know how many of these people have 10 years left in them.
Yeah, interesting choice of words with the matches, considering what I know gold cocaine's doing. Um, anyway,
What is he doing?
so next question. What do you wish members of this crew did more? So I'm trying to increase group cohesion. So this is more for me to relay in sort of a friendlier tone than you may with these people. Of like, hey,
This isn't
get your feet
friendly.
off of the table.
This isn't friendly. This conversation. I thought there was a
No,
connection
this
here.
conversation is completely friendly. I'm saying I can relay to uh, the other members of the crew, like any sort of
They don't
requests you may
listen,
have.
Levi. They don't ever listen. I run a job on my own, or I run a job with a smaller crew. Goes off without a hitch. I involve one too many gold cocaines, or crepes, or Vons, and it all just goes to shit. It's like they're sabotaging themselves at all times. It's like they can't complete a mission unless they tie one of their hands behind their backs. I don't know if it's laziness. I don't know if they have a death wish. I think it's just mainly stupidity. But I can't stand it.
And you
I'm
don't
fed
think
up.
anything.
I'm fed up,
Excuse me.
Levi.
You don't think anything would help that? Anything that I could say to them? I've made progress with a couple of them.
Oh, what? 'Cause you didn't get your foot chopped off?
Not that, it's that I was able to have a genuine conversation about GC, about his childhood. He's a
Look,
broken
GC.
man. I believe he can be fixed.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't go that far. He is a loaded gun that 1 out of every 3 shots fires back in your face. So those are decent odds, 66.6%. But not like they're not great odds. You know, eventually that gun explodes in your hand, and GC is he's more of a rocket launcher. So yeah, no, I don't know if there's a fixing of him, but there is maybe a directing of him. You got to kind of maneuver, like turn that barrel towards where you want it to go. But yeah, every contact we have, he ruins. Every stealth situation we get into, he stomps through. Just a difficult coworker.
So you're of the mind that he should be directed until he's no longer useful, or until things
I th-
blow up, and
I think
then
he can be selectively used, but I don't know if we should take him on every mission. Sometimes a
odd,
more delicate hand is needed.
oddly enough, you're in agreement with more things with the captain than I would have expected.
Again, Fouchette, good instincts.
Hmm. She may disagree with you teaching her part, though. Doubt she would tell me that.
Well,
Um,
we all lie to ourselves a little bit. Not me personally, but most people. I'm saying we isn't in a general sense.
Interesting you would say that, actually. I only have one more question. This is sort of a unique case since I feel like I got to know the other members a little bit more than you because I'd never, you know, talked to you outside of this session. So I'm
I've been
going
busy.
to, yes, we're just going to do a quick little exercise. It sounds silly, I know, but it'll all work out. I'm
What, are you
going
gonna make me
to,
look at ink blotches and see if I cry? What are we talking about here?
no, I'm going to have you look in a mirror, and you're just going to tell me what you see. And I
Well,
pull out a little hand mirror and a gesture for you to take it.
all right. Let me see here. Well, he's gorgeous. There is that. But that that goes without saying. Uh, you know, tall.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Now listen,
get.
just look deep into the mirror for 1 second.
No, I'm looking. Maybe a little bit more gray around the temples than I would like at this age. Maybe little some crow's feet starting to stomp around, but
As you
And then
look
what
into the
happens?
mirror, you're
what the fuck?
and then Mal starts talking, and then um as you look into the mirror, your eyes kind of like wander from those crow's feet up into like looking into your irises, um and in those irises you see reflected just like different images, and as you like squint and kind of try to look closer, um you see just like flashes of like just vague memories. They're just kind of like echoes of meetings and conversations and discussions, and you see different crews, different members of old crews that you were on, um, and you kind of like watch um, the faces of these different members of these meetings just kind of like sync as you hear just kind of like these vague echoes of like things that you said, like interrupting them, like speaking really loudly. You see uh, uh, just like flashes of uh, like settings at like a bar that you were sitting at where you were like talking to like women anytime Dex has tried to like hit on someone before, just like these like memories of like leaning and trying to buy people a drink, and anytime he's like pestered, and just like all these different like flashes and like memories of just like these different situations. They seem like really disjointed, that you're trying to like follow the thread as you're like seeing them.
Doc, what
This
am I
mirror,
seeing here?
it shows you how you have acted and how you're perceived and how you, at some level, perceive yourself. What do you see?
Well, I'm a bit loud.
Have you thought of yourself as loud before just now?
You gotta have energy to make the room shift and move in the way you want it to. Yeah.
Have you ever thought, or has anyone ever told you that you're too loud?
Occasionally, not often, but a lot of people have said a lot of things.
Do you think you're too loud?
Fuck this. What are we doing here? Stop it. Turn it off.
Are you still looking at it?
Yeah, I can't stop. Take it away.
You see, you watch in the mirror as like your kind of like facial features in the mirror begin to transform. You see your nose just kind of like elongate and become kind of like pointed at the end, as like these like warts kind of like spring up on it with like little hairs coming out. You watch your skin like become like sink into this kind of like green like sickly kind of like color. All your like skin kind of like sags and like expands as like more and more like warts appear. You watch your like hair just kind of like grow out even like longer in like wild directions, like cracking, like turning gray as it like kind of spreads like tree branches like across and like down. And you are staring now back at like with just like these yellow sunken eyes at the ugliest woman you have ever seen in your entire life. And she grins at you with like a toothless, like there's just 2 or 3 like gray rotting teeth in this smile as she just kind of like grins at you.
Doc, what kind of funhouse bullshit is this?
It's an enchanted mirror. It shouldn't be doing more than showing you previous memories. What do you
I
see
never
now?
looked like an old crone.
Dex.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna get you.
Maybe if it's not working so, but you could hand it back.
Women's History Month may be over, but you haven't escaped my wrath.
Hey, you fucking mirror, I'm an ally. I'm offended by that.
Oh, what the hell is you? What?
Shut up, Doc. I'm talking to your mirror. Listen here.
You can hand.
You have nothing to say to me. Goodbye, Dex. You just hear like laughter like echoing. She just kind of like sinks back and like disappears into the mirror. Now you're looking into a mirror with like no reflection. Just like
I'm gonna draw my gun.
Whoa!
I'm not pointing it at anybody. I'm just drawing it and have it on the table.
Just have it out.
Hey, I'm so sorry that the mirror was not doing its intended purposes. It's just supposed to show you, a deeper look into yourself.
Doc, you were vetted by Ping. So, I'm not going to shoot you. I'm not going to break your mirror. But
Okay,
that was
good.
pretty fucked up.
I paid a lot of money for that. I'm so sorry.
Listen, I don't want to get billed. But you need to straighten up, Doc. All right?
This has never happened before. I'm so sorry.
I don't believe you.
Maybe I would use the bit.
Where'd you get your license?
The University of Mars is not important right now.
That was a long pause. You got any more questions for me? Are we done?
It was the last exercise. I'll take the mirror back. I'm sorry for what it showed you if it may have upset you. Maybe it was too intense on the first session.
What are you calling me, a sissy?
No, what?
Listen, therapy's not too intense for me.
It's not like I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying that. But you put the gun on the table.
Yeah, the mirror started cursing me out.
I'm so sorry. Ah,
No, not me in the mirror. Listen, are we done?
we're done.
Take the
Yes,
stupid
we're done.
mirror.
I'd take the
I
mirror
don't-
back.
Listen,
I hope you could learn anything from it, but if it wasn't working, ignore all of it.
I think I'm gonna go with option B.
I mean, it sounded like it was true at the start. Regardless, this episode of the Levi Files is coming to a close.
Yeah, better.
All right. My name is Dr. Levi F. McKean. That was the next entry of the Levi Files. Sorry about that. Bye-bye.